Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In my third video, I would like to deliver a book review with the title Margaret Thatcher, A Portrait of the Iron Lady. It is written by John Blundell. It is published in 2008 by Algora Publishing. It is a non-fiction book, especially biography. Well, I use ebook or PDF version, and the number of pages is 235 pages. And I think I will give this book 5 difficulty or moderate. Well, let me show you the book cover. Well, because this is a non-fiction book, there are subjects and also ideas or explanation. The subject of this book is Margaret Thatcher. So, this book tells us about Margaret Thatcher, a lady who is an ex-Prime Minister of Great Britain. Next, I will tell you the ideas or explanation. Margaret Thatcher was born on October 13, 1925 in Grantham, United Kingdom's East Coast County of Lincolnshire, with the birth name Margaret Hilda Roberts. She was the child to Alfred Roberts and Beatrice Stephenson, the second and the youngest child of the family. She grew up in a home that was far from wealthy, but her parents do seem to have built a sound business, mostly immune from economic downturns. In her life, Margaret Thatcher was interested in politics. She was firstly experienced political experience in the university. She entered Oxford University in early October of 1943, right about her 18th birthday. While he studied chemistry in the Oxford University, politics was clearly her first love and destiny. There, she joined Oxford University Conservative Association, abbreviated as OCA, and some years later, she became a president of OCA. She married Dennis Thatcher in December 13, 1951, at the age of 26. By then, Margaret Thatcher had 3 separate careers in addition to being a housewife. She was first trained as a scientist, taking degrees in chemistry in Oxford University. For a time, she did scientific research. She then turned her attention to law, qualified as a barrister, specializing in taxation matters. In 1959, she became a member of Parliament for North London constituency. When the Conservative government lost the election in 1964, she became active on opposition and was appointed their official spokesperson for several different departments. When the Conservative Party won an election, she will almost certainly be one of its leading ministers. For nearly 4 years, 1970 to 1974, she served in the government of Edward Thatcher as Secretary of State for Education and Science, and then in 1974 he promoted her to Shadow Environment Secretary. Thatcher applied a politics of Thatcherism which influenced people of UK. Therefore, she was given a sobriquet of Iron Lady, where the sobriquet of Iron Lady was meant to be offensive and to denigrate her politics and leadership style. In 1990, Thatcher resigned from being a prime minister, but she was still active in some politics. Her position was replaced by John Major, another member of parliament. Her last political experience was a chancellor. She performed brilliantly as a chancellor in University of Buckingham, UK's first private university, from 1993 to 1998. She also became the first ever Lady Chancellor of Southern Virginia's College of William and Mary from 1993 to 2000. Then, in the 21st century, in her 80s, she retired from all politics activities to take a rest due to the small stroke she suffered. To reminisce her merits, a bronze statue of Margaret Thatcher was erected as an honor to her. Well, I think this all the ideas or explanation. I think this book is very interesting and the story is also inspiring. By reading this book, people will know the biography of Margaret Thatcher. They can also take lessons from the character of Thatcher. But there are unmentioned things about Thatcher and the explanations in some chapter are irregular. So I can say that this book so I think this book is worse than the book I read last. There's nothing I like best from this book. After I read this book, I didn't find the most interesting part. So I can say that basically all parts of this book are interesting. Chapter 1. Because the explanations on that chapter does not focus on its sub-theme. Only half of the contents of chapter 1 explains event based on its sub-theme, whereas the other half exp takes explanations from chapter 2. In other words, the explanations in chapter 1 are jumped into the explanations in chapter 2. Therefore, I become lazy to read chapter 1, although it contains important information, explanations. And at last, I think I will give this book 2-star ratings, where 2-star ratings means that this book has some good parts. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.